Because we've got the system installed, we can link multiple operations to be triggered by one action. So we can voice activate to do certain things, and then various blinds, lights can be controlled and go into a set position to reflect that request. We can monitor remotely from one part of the house to another what's going on and control devices, or even if we're away from home for a while, we can keep an eye on what's going on and put blinds up and down if we want to illustrate that somebody's possibly at home. We can have timed operations, so things happen regularly at a particular time of day or according to sunrise, sunset. We particularly like having the soft switches. That means that over time we might want to repurpose a switch to do slightly different things, incorporate some further devices maybe that we want to control in a particular action as we get older and our lifestyle might change a bit.
We're very lazy people, and actually having to get up and go around the house and shut all the blinds and turn all the lights on in the evening doesn't really appeal when we're sitting in the lounge watching a film or something. It suits our lifestyle perfectly.
I think our favourite feature is the fact that with one voice command to our voice system, we can trigger multiple blinds, action, lights changing in terms of intensity, just with one simple command, no pressing buttons or even having to get up off a chair.
One example of this is if the grandchildren, say, come round and want to have a swim in the depths of winter, we can turn on swim time using voice or switch, and this immediately triggers the heating to come on out in the summer house with the towel rail, and then about 10 minutes later it switches on the lights so we can tell from in the house when it's nice and cosy out there for the children.
Every room is zoned for heating, and the Niko system manages that, and we can make adjustments to temperatures and so on if we need to through the app. We're very happy with the system. It's been very reliable in terms of the hardware and software. Everything being wired means that you're not subject to the vagaries of a wireless system, and it's provided a really good foundation for things like the voice control that came along a bit later and integration with other services that we've got in the house. So overall we're very happy with it and pleased with the way we went with it. But we don't think this system is only for people who are tech savvy. If you want to, you can just have it set up the way you want it to work and it'll just work. It's just that we like to play around with it a bit, so we add on pieces and do various things with it over time. It took some years before we got to the point of actually building the house, but throughout that we were very happy to have the planning support as to what we needed to put in. Then it was all installed as planned, with a few later additions probably, and then since we've had it installed and we've been living in the house now 2 years, if ever we've needed to make any adjustments or needed some help with something in particular, we've always found that very easy to get as and when we needed it, and indeed a couple of times questions have been referred to the manufacturer and those have been answered very satisfactorily. So yeah, we're very happy with the whole life cycle of planning, installing and support.